What's going on, chat? Happy Memorial Day Monday, BTL episode 478 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Pickett Sports. If you go over to my Pickett right now, you can see I have 3 plays loaded up for the NCAA Lacrosse Championship, which we are in a delay for right now. So if you guys can lock in some plays, you got some time. It's absolutely raining cats and dogs out there in Philly. Lock in the Terps, lock in the under. And let's meet at the cash counter. Start out on Memorial Day right with some lacrosse winners. Okay, Javon? Sure. It's all Terps today. I got my shirt on. Maryland Whipsnakes.
I bet.
Might as well be Maryland Terps. Okay, they're like the same team at this point. Same team. Big day today. We're back in the Terps. We're back in the under in that game. I don't know when it's going to start up. Let me know in chat if anybody's heard anything. But right now, weather delay. Okay. Also, I'm hearing Gomber got scratched, which is cake. People are saying.
Yeah, it might be GG.
Dude, I had a prize pick square. I had a book play that I was loving involving Gomber, and it's gone. Okay, so we're going to have to go back to the drawing board there. We'll figure it out. I'll hit Daniel up, our graphics guy, with a replacement play here in a moment. So let's do some W recaps while we're here. Okay, while we're waiting for this lacrosse game to start up. Squad ride, push, moose. Here's the deal. You know, WCLV for me, LCLV for everyone else. I don't know what to say here. The line was moving so much. Javon, lines don't drop a whole fucking run with totals that are that low every day. Why was that total moving down so much? I guess we saw why. A couple solo shots, or a solo shot and a Luis Garcia 3-run piece ended up making this push for the squads. Some people even had else at 3.5. Ugh. Gross.
Yep.
Hate to see it.
I don't know.
Hate to see it.
Seems like we got a lot more 4.5s than 4s. So
okay.
Good for the people.
I hope so, chat.
Push.
I hope so, chat. I'm gonna have to find a replacement square here. Looks like our guy Daniel is dipping out. Let's go ahead and replace it with Alec Marsh, less than 15.5 pitching outs. Okay, that's what I'm gonna replace it for, Goots. If you can put that down while we recap the sharp report from Friday. Okay. Yeah, Moose for me, to be honest with you. The Rays lost the Angels' first 5. I think they lost like 9-3 in the first 5. That was a Moose shit bet. Again, I got bamboozled, fooled by the Angels once again. I don't know why I keep doing it. I don't know why I don't keep that team off to the sides like I should with many who don't respect any coins. Jovan, the Angels, Moose shits. I don't care if they've been on a little hitting streak here. They don't respect coins one bit when we take them, or at least with me.
Wait till tomorrow, Krabs, before you ban them.
Bryson Stott, Cake, Logan Allen, actually a pretty solid square though. Manoa, more than 2.5 earned runs allowed. That one just hits different. I'm going to say it. Yeah, that one just feels good.
He's ratchet.
He's ratchet, folks. It is what it is. Look, we're just here to make money. We're not here to, end the guy's career, but Javon pretty much ended this guy's career. I will say, side note, he did.
Maybe.
We've got 2 out of 3 for the straight bets for you. We take that. Good little bounce back there for a Friday. Not good enough for me, though. And the push on the squad ride hurts my soul. I'd rather have an out. Push. Come on. Ridiculous. Chad, how we doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Okay, we got Mid-Major Matt coming in, resubbing for 25 months. Love to see that. The Chris Pipkin coming in. BTL boys, it's time to get the coin. You're goddamn right.
Let's go.
To anybody actively serving or anybody who's got any military in their families, be extra nice to them today. All right. Reach out, say what's up, hang out with them. Wish them a happy Memorial Day from both you and me. Big day for me and my family. I got a lot of military. Good day to take a step back and thank those people for doing something they surely don't have to and something no one else wants to. So respect to all the veterans out there. If we got any in chat, let me know. Happy Memorial Day to those who are celebrating and to those who have fallen. Hats off, respect. Okay. Any veterans in chat? We got to have a couple. We got to have 1 or 2. Come on.
Got to be some.
And the best way to celebrate, obviously, is college lacrosse finals on a Memorial Day Monday, which we've got starting up here soon. All right, Gooch, any intel on when we're starting up that championship? They pushed it up from 1 p.m. Eastern to noon to try to sneak it in before the weather, and now we're here under a delay. And Gooch is muted because he's a goat. It is what it is.
Okay. Now I'm here.
Starts
now
in 20. Right?
Am I back?
Ooh.
Yeah.
20 pace. Wow.
Yeah, they haven't said anything on ESPN. Udonis Haslam's on my screen right now, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Goat.
Yep.
Unbelievable. All right, guys, let's lock in. We got a hype train. We got Jack Bowen coming in, resubbing as well on a BTL Monday. Love that. Chad is locked in. We got Brock D coming in, resubbing. Bang! Let's have a day. You're goddamn right, Brock. Let's get the coins moving and grooving. All right, let's get these bets active and pending. I got a couple that I've already locked in. Obviously, the 3 that I tweeted out for this lacrosse game started up. If you guys can still get some action in on that, I have the under. I have the first 5 +2 for the Terps. +2 first half for the Terps, and then +3.5 full game for the Terps. Fading the Irish once again, like we did last year on this show, did not work out great. It was raining that day too. The fucking Irish stole my coins. Let's see if they can do it again. All right, I'm willing to risk it one more time. I like the way the Terps are playing right now. They just knocked off UVA. I feel like I owe it to them, right? After knocking out the Cavaliers, backing them in the championship today. W's. All right. We got a couple day games starting up as well in the MLB, Jovan. So we'll hop into those. Alan, can you tell, or Jovan, can you tell Trell, thank you for the T-Wolves last night. That was the last nail in the coffin for that play losing. Any comments on the T-Wolves last night?
Yeah, well, I didn't get to the counter with it, but I thought the T-Wolves would have gotten one back on the Mavs. And what do you know? The same team that everybody said already advanced to the finals is down 3-0. So have fun.
How did we get here so fast? Look, I'm an investor in the Mavs. Okay, I took that 2-piece parlay with the Stars and the Mavs. Obviously feel better about the Mavs. Okay, and we've been leaning into the Mavs this entire playoffs than the Stars. But when Trent's fading Dallas teams, we're going to lock in and try to profit, the most that we possibly can. Okay, so I have that ticket in my pocket, Jovan. Obviously, I feel great about the Mavs at this point. Last night, hit you up. Said you got any straight bets? Said T-Wolves aren't going down 3-0. I was looking at that line moving and grooving, cutting down from what, +4, +3.5 to damn near pick 'em.
Yeah.
Some places. It was sharp. At times they were in there. They were hanging around. They were Charlie Lindgren, but it wasn't enough. They had the game and they kind of blew it at the ends. Nobody took it, right?
Yeah, they're soft.
For the T-Wolves. Nobody took it. Anthony Edwards, sure, he went off in the thirds, and gosh, he is fun to watch, man, when he takes over a game and he's hitting these ridiculous shots, going back and forth with him and Luka, right? Just hitting the crazy shots on earth. It's unbelievable. But the fourth quarter, when they need him most, where was he? He's taking the stupidest shots on earth. Couldn't come through. That's why they're down 0-3. So, yes, Jovan, good point. Everybody already had the T-Wolves advanced into the championship before the series started. Pretty hilarious. And Dallas took that one personally. Okay, you got to love the way Kyrie and Luka look right now for the Mavs. If I was a Mavs fan, I'd be bricked. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. All right, let's keep moving and grooving here, chats. King of the board recaps. Can we give away some coins? Goots is in a giving mood today. Can we give away some coins for last week? I got back off the schneid after Jovan, I believe, ripped off 3 straight wins in King of the Boards. Bounced back last week with the winner, huh?
You were damn close to losing 2 Krabs.
Oh, yeah.
One more base.
Yeah, Jordan hit, and Real Muto had 2.
One more base.
Dude. And I only still won by, actually, I was up a couple. You were up or down a little bit. So around a unit difference there. But you were 1 total base away from cashing that crazy +470 piece, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
A Real Muto hit away.
Jesus, man. Unbelievable. That was close. Okay. Well, I got lucky. And I'm getting noticed right now. Holy smokes. Jovan, this is big news for the Nats. We might have to take a timeout here. Nats reinstate Lane Thomas from the IL. I got the bobblehead on Saturday. Love that.
That bobblehead was
DFA outfielder Victor Robles.
I saw that.
Better hope he gets scooped.
He is going to get scooped by the Yankees. He is going to get scooped by a contender, and he is going to lead them to a World Series. You heard it here first.
I bet.
You heard it here first. All Victor Robles needs is a reset, a restart. That's all he needs. Got all the talent in the world. We'll see who scoops him. There's no way he goes unclaimed. 0 chance.
I mean, the KT Wiz need an outfielder.
Did.
You claim him.
All I'm saying is that guy needs a restart. He needs to get out of DC. We'll see what happens.
Did you see that clip of Joey Gallo?
Yes, I saw the clip of Joey Gallo. I stopped by the game yesterday on my way home and saw a Joey Gallo nuke. That was cool. That was rare. He's actually looking okay since he's come back up from this injury. He's shortening the swing down, still hitting nukes because the guy's a freak. He's realized, though, I don't have to swing like a fucking gorilla man just to hit the ball, and play. Let's hit some singles. Let's choke up a little bit. Let's cut down the swing. It's worked out okay for Joey. I'm not going to chirp him yet. We'll see how long it lasts. But the video Goots you're talking about was the one they asked him what you do if you didn't play baseball.
Yeah,
the one you're
and
talking about?
he's like, I have no
And
idea.
he
And then
lost
he
his
was like,
mind. Yeah.
yeah, he was like, I only know how to play baseball. He's like, well, that's not going too well either. So who knows?
He goes, I've new actually thought about it. Maybe I'd be a PE teacher or something stupid like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
He literally
yeah.
said that word for word.
Why is
teacher or
he
something
shitting on
stupid
PE
like that.
teachers?
He didn't mean to say it like that. He was just
I
saying something
guess.
else. But yeah,
Yeah.
not a good look. Hey, we'll see if
No.
he can turn it around. I still believe. Not dude. We got the pick 6 coming in. Dedication streaming on the holiday. W pick 6. Thank you for the resub. We got Like Lightning coming in. We got hella people resubbing for tonight. W's.
Go.
People came in active, ready to roll on a Monday. They're ready to build the bankroll up. I'm ready too. Shit. We got Miguelito coming in, dropping a subby. Fiend Mima Legacies. Jovan, my goat. How are we doing, fellas? W
Doing great.
Miguelito.
W
Love
big.
that. Rai coming in. Right is wrong coming in, dropping resubs. Hella heads. My goodness. Malik coming in, dropping bits. Hype train level 2. Let's fucking go, chat. W's. Good. Do you want to give away some coins?
I do.
Sure.
Let's find a crab.
Let's find a goddamn crab out there.
Oh, we found it.
See a
The
lot
Colossus of Clout.
Wow. The
Crab
Colossus of
season.
Clouds. Okay. Crab season. I'm in. He called it. All right. Mac Daddy P23. If you were in here in chat, show yourself.
That's
Holy
him.
shit, there he is. Boom.
There he goes.
I hope that's actually you, Paul. If it is, W's. All right. DM us the email associated with your prize picks, and we will put some coins in your accounts. All right. DM the BTL account, will you? W's. All right, Paul. That's how you start out your fucking Memorial Day. That's how you start out your week. My goodness. Coltrane saying in chat, I think the stars could feed generations tonight. Oh, we're going to talk about it, Coltrane's. Don't you worry. Any other W recaps from the weekends? I don't think so. We got a chance for me to bitch real quick. We got a minute or two before these baseball games start up.
Got a
We
quick
got some
second.
time, huh? We got a sec? Goats, run that shit. I got to bitch about something. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse for my friend Emmanuel Forbes or me. I got a text yesterday from Jovan. You know, I'm having a pretty good solid day yesterday, talking with the fam. Got to see the Nats. Saw the CJ Abrams home run before I left. Get a text from Jovan out of the blue. It's just my guy Emmanuel Forbes getting absolutely exposed. Ripped on the feet. This dude can't catch a break. What, because his legs are a little small, they're a little thin? What's he, a no lineman? We didn't know his legs were this small in college? Did his legs get smaller? Are they shrinking? Like, this has been an issue. Okay, and yeah, I went to find a pencil stick edit there, of course, because that's literally what his legs look like. I've never seen a guy get more hate, and he deserves it, by the way. I want that on record. He stunk it up last year for something that makes so much sense. It's right in front of your face. How many times is this kid going to get roasted for having the worst build of all time? I don't even blame him. I blame us for drafting him at this point, but can we get the guy some protein? Can we get the guy some protein? Jovan, can we get the guy, I don't know, some McDonald's, Taco Bell? Let's bulk up a little bit here.
Get him on a plan, bro.
What has the guy been doing the last 3 months after he has a unbelievably heinous first year as a first-round draft pick, mind you? And this is the NFL we're talking about. Most of those guys end up being pretty damn good, at least half, for the love of God. First-round picks, those are pretty reliable at this rate, at least 50-50. We got Emmanuel Forbes who can't cover a fucking parked car out there because his legs are the size of a baby's. Did we not know this going in when we picked him? And obviously the video that went viral, you know, during the draft where you got the Commanders inside scoop, right? They're all like, who are we taking? Gonzalez, we taking Forbes? And they're all like, oh, we're taking Forbes. If Forbes is there, we're taking Forbes. Well, those people have since been fired for making that decision and picking him over Forbes or Forbes over Gonzalez, which is probably a good move. Because if you're picking this guy with legitimate pretzel sticks as legs, I mean, he's taking a picture, Jovan, with a younger fan who went to his camp a couple years ago. Put him at cornerback.
Dude,
can we trade?
If I didn't see the shirt of like the camp that the guy was wearing, I would think he's Emmanuel Forbes. I would hope.
I bet you more people thought the kid on the right was Emmanuel Forbes than Emmanuel Forbes.
Yeah.
100%. can we trade this kids for Emmanuel Forbes? Just put him on the same contract. You can put him a year in. Doesn't matter. It's not like Forbes is doing shit this year for us anyways. He'll be coming off the bench. This is ridiculous. Yeah, like, can we get him on some reverse Ozempic, something like that?
Something, dude.
Just some protein shakes? Emmanuel Forbes, bro. How do you have the worst season out of any DB in the NFL, at least in our fucking division? Doesn't look like any changes have been made, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor, but yeah, here's the pick. Sure, just a reminder of what Ron Rivera gave us versus what we could have had. So yeah, it wasn't even Ron. It was some other guys making the call, but either way, sure, I'll blame Ron. Sign me up.
There you go.
God, so fucking close, man. So close. Yeah, the pretzel sticks, whoever made that one is evil. Is evil as fuck, and they have a good sense of humor, though, because that was a good edit. I'll give them that. Goodness gracious. All right, let's hop into some plays. Ladies and gents, we still are waiting for this lacrosse game to start up. All right, we got my guy Ajax we're rooting for on the Whipsnakes, on Maryland. Of course, might as well be the same team. This will be his last college game before joining the PLL squad for next weekend's week 1. People forget the PLL is only 5 days away. We start up on Saturday, guys, so lock in, get fucking ready. We got some big games on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, but for now, let's talk about some plays for today. We got some starting up soon. Jovan, before we go over some of these, there is an O's game. Maybe we get Goots up here to talk about them. There is an O's versus Boston, 105 Eastern that starts up here in about 10. Criswell versus Irvin. What are we thinking?
Somebody grab me my broomski.
No way we're grabbing Brimskis for the White Sox, man.
Hey, come on.
Hey, they almost straight games last night, Bradish. He shoved. He shoved. Hey, in an economy where the Dodgers are getting swept,
yeah,
the Orioles doing their job, taking care of business. You can't chirp. They're taking care of their biz, right?
Can't chirp.
Was it as pretty as it could have been? Well, the last game was pretty pretty. I mean, it's throwing a no-hitter the whole fucking game, pretty much.
Yeah.
You took care of biz, Goots. Let's move on to the Red Sox series here, though, because I think you guys play the Rays right after this. Is that this weekend?
We do. It's 2 straight divisional series. Yeah, with day off in between on Thursday.
Talking there, folks.
Yeah, there is.
Sign me up.
I'm going to every game.
BTL.
I'm going to every Rays game, and I'm just gonna send Jovan videos just chirping the Rays.
Sure. Goots is now gonna hate the Rays
Richie
more than the Yankees.
Comes up, I'm just take a video like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this?
He's gonna hit a leadoff nuke, Goots.
Yeah,
he's gonna hit a whale.
But you know.
Before we go over the Sharp Report plays here, let's talk about Cooper Criswell versus Cole Irvin. Lefty, been reliable this season. Are we thinking Cole gets it done as a short-ish favorite, minus 150 at home here? Or are we thinking Cooper Criswell's got some more magic left in him with that sub-3 ERA? We'll start with Jovan.
A little bit of both. I'm on the Red Sox money line. It was between the Red Sox and the over in this game. But just like we saw with Fetty, and not that Criswell is Fetty, but he's a ground ball pitcher. The O's haven't had a ground ball pitcher for shit for the last month. So Criswell, he's been kind of ass partially because his 2 starts came against the Rays where he came from. So we knew him pretty well. So he got hit up, but he's actually been pretty solid outside of those starts. So I'm leaning into that. Also, Cole Irvin, the Red Sox are not great against lefties because they strike out a lot, but Cole Irvin is not going to strike them out a lot. So when they get a lefty pitcher who allows them to hit the ball very, very hard, and you're going to see some pretty decent hitting conditions, which is why the total has gone up from 8.5 to almost 9.5. I think this is where the Red Sox strike. So, yeah, I'm on the Red Sox, Goots.
Goots, any comments?
I don't disagree. Cole Irvin's not striking out guys. He is coming back from the bullpen because Means and Creamer are hurt. But
so first time back in the rotation here after going back to the bullpen.
Yeah, it wasn't a long stint in the bullpen, but you know, I don't mind that overlook at all. I mean, this guy's hitting the gag tonight, so that's all that matters.
Okay.
Yeah, he might.
Gunner. Okay.
Gunner.
Jovan, you said you were debating between the over and the Red Sox. You ended up going with the plus 130 on the ML.
I did.
Okay. Chad, if you're looking for a play in this game starting up in about 10, Jovan, he's locked into the Red Sox. I don't hate it. I don't hate runs in that game either. I probably would lean the over, but if Jovan's locking in the ML at plus chick, that's what I would go with if I'm looking for an early play. All right. Let's dive into some of these other ones we like for today on the Sharp Reports. All right, lock in. We got plenty of options today. We got NHL, NBA, we got baseball, we got lacrosse going on. I got a game starting up here in a little more than an hour. So let's hop to Minnesota here and talk about why the Royals are not scoring 4. The Royals, man, what a pleasant surprise this season. Hilarious after we gassed them up last year. We loved betting on them last year. They came through at times when we needed them most. They didn't come through all the time, that's for sure. But they came through when we needed them last year a lot. This year, they're just coming through every single fucking game. I mean, they're 14 games over 500s. They were on a nice little streak until they finally just lost a game at the end of their series, I believe yesterday, right, to the Rays with that nice little comeback Tampa Bay had yesterday. I was actually on the Rays.
Yeah,
W
shout out
comeback
Brandon
there.
Lau.
Shout out Brandon Lau, that little triple in the corner. W's.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, Lau. But yeah, Seagramp, look, he's pissed because I keep fading the Royals. I can't bet the Royals this year because they're too trendy. They're too good. They're too fun. They win too much. You guys know I can't bet on that team. Come on. But the Royals today, looking at this game, they're facing Joe Ryan, who I think is going to pitch very solid. I don't think he's going to pitch unbelievable. I don't think he's going to pitch great. He hasn't even pitched really great, I feel like, in a while, but still got that ERA hovering around a 3, and I do think he will pitch good enough to limit the Royals' success coming in on the road in the series after just playing a series against Tampa Bay. Total down from 8.5 to 7.5. The juice is loose on the under. It keeps on moving. I just don't think runs are going to be coming in this game really at all from both sides, but I wanted to isolate. I'm a little bit worried that Marsh gets hit up kind of, and I want to back Minnesota, Joe Ryan, to hold Kansas City to less than 3.5 in that bullpen for Minnesota at home to do their jobs as well.
Yeah, kind of in on that. I think he's like with the Royals, I think you just ride the hot and cold streaks, and I think they're on the edge of going back cold right now sometime in this series. So this could be the one against Joe Ryan, who's absolutely owned them.
Let's hope he can get one more out of him then. Okay. I do think Marsh gets hit up a little bit today as well. Pivoted to his prize pick square as well down there on the bottom, guys. Less than 15.5 pitching outs. I think he'll be out of this game in the 4th, hopefully. If everything goes right for Minnesota, hopefully they can jack his pitch count up a little bit on the roads. Marsh's legacy season, 2.72 ERA. How long can that last? I don't know. I'm not expecting him to get absolutely lit up today, but I do think the Twins and those veteran bats will work the counts here at home, put up some good ABs. Lord knows they need it. They've had a crazy stretch of the last month and a half with how their season's going on, like a roller coaster. Still 4 games over 500, back at home where they're comfortable. The Royals, like you said, selling high, right? A team that's, either great or moose shits at times this season we've seen. I think we sell high, hope that loss they had to the Rays yesterday kind of puts them back down in the dumps, and we see the Royals struggle a little bit for a couple days. They really can't play much better than they were the last week and a half. Their offense is great. They almost swept the Rays on the road. They got to cool off here at some point. Let's fade Marsh in his legacy season, and let's fade those bats.
Sure. I'm in.
Tell me about this over in Atlanta because I really like this play.
Yeah. So, first of all, the Nats backed or the premise of this again.
Wow.
Because just like Pablo Lopez, who the only time I really back the Nationals is when they're facing a righty that throws a lot of off speed to lefties. That's exactly what Charlie Morton does to everybody, but especially the lefties, throws the curveball a lot. So that sets up really, really well for Winker, Rosario, Abrams, and even from the right side now. Hopefully Lane Thomas is a part of this, but I think they're going to score some runs today off of Charlie Morton. He's going to have a little rough go of it. It's probably one of the first times I've backed the Nats bats away from DC in a while, which is weird because that's usually where they play their best on the road. But I think they put up some runs today. But I also wanted to keep Mitchell Parker against the Braves offense that I can only assume not many people are going to want to back today with the news of Acuna just happening yesterday. They're going to have to mix up some stuff in their lineup, but I think it kind of works against Mitchell Parker because they're going to have to put the ball in the air, which is kind of what all those guys need. They're getting Austin Riley back today too, it seems, which is probably their best hitter against left-handed pitching. So not that the Braves lineup against lefties has been like bad. It's been kind of average like their offense has like over the past couple months, but having Austin Riley back in there, even if he's a little rusty first game back, is a huge platoon bat to have. So I think they score runs. I think the bullpens, which the Braves have been pretty heavily used over the weekend and got blown up a little bit, maybe gets a little usage down there.
Looks like Koala took the weekend off, enjoying some time, maybe enjoying the outdoors, something other than baseball, because our guy Acuna, ACL caked.
GG's. Absolutely the other caked. One too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But you know what? Let's not act like the Braves did not win the World Series without Acuna, right? Let's not act like the Braves, let's not act like Acuna's played great so far this season. Let's not act like, for some reason, almost like Bradley Beal at times, you've seen the Braves play just as well, if not better, without their star Acuna in the lineup, at least winning-wise. Not saying he's a Bradley Beal, just saying he's got a couple Bradley Beal vibes or tendencies. So maybe him being out won't be the biggest problem. And as a contrarian, nasty fade the public better that likes to take things that make no sense, taking Atlanta back in their bats today, all in. After the Acuna news, I honestly think their offense might shine a little bit more. You're going to have people step up thinking, all right, our guy's down. Who's getting going here? We got the Nats coming into town. Their bullpen has been bad recently. The bullpen they've been putting in when they're down in games, Jovan. Oh, their B bullpen, I guess you could call it. I mean, it's automatic runs. It really, like putting Weems in a baseball game, you're signing up to give up at least one, probably two or three. It's sad. Their B bullpen, a lot of these guys who had some aura, some magic, some mojo going on at the beginning of the season, I don't know, maybe it was Doolittle whispering some weird shit in their ears, getting them going. They were fucking locked in with these high fastballs. Starting to wear off for some of these guys. Okay, so there will be plenty of runs against this Nats team, not only against Parker in the spots, with some of these guys mashing the lefty for the Braves in that lineup, but also against the Nats bullpen. Plenty of runs in this game.
Sure.
Over. I'm so in. Total on the way up from 8.5 at least. Sign me up.
Yeah. I know there's Braves are getting, some guys back in the lineup, so it's not like Acuna's been the only transaction there, but seeing him out of the lineup and they're a minus 200 favorite and the total go up, it's definitely making me feel some things, Krabs.
I still cannot believe, and by the way, we haven't even addressed the Eddie Rosario Welcome Home Legacy Series that we're about to witness, because if anybody's going to be pulling off some shit like that, it's Eddie Rosario.
Okay, yeah, he's sending one of the job.
If anybody cares more about these 3 games coming up than the rest of the games combined, it's Eddie Rosario. You don't think he wants to put on a show?
Dude, that home run that was 10 feet inside was absurd.
He's a freak. The guy hits.
Was the ridiculous swing.
The guy hits. That's for sure. And I still cannot believe Victor Robles just got DFA'd for years.
It's rips.
Jovan, for years. This kid, he was supposed to be the Juan Soto before Soto. Better prospect on the ranking sheets. The only reason Soto got called up first is because Robles was hurt. Crazy, dude, how it's all worked out.
Yeah,
I wish him the best. Very, very curious to see who picks up Robles today. It will be today, probably, right?
What if he just goes? What if he just stays in Atlanta?
He stays in Atlanta?
Well, Acuna's gone.
That would suck. That would hurt. Because he'd be good. I'm telling you right now. He'd fit right in there with Atlanta like a glove. Okay?
Yeah.
Shit. All right, let's lock back in here. We got other plays to give you guys. These winners will help me with my morning. Okay, with losing Victor Robles today. Losing a pivotal piece of the 2019 roster. God damn it. Let's go to Colorado. Things have changed a little bit out here with this game, Jovan. Do we know who is slated to potentially pitch? Is it going to be Molina / bullpen game? That's what I'm seeing right now.
If it is, I don't think you should have a problem sticking with your play here.
Yeah, I mean, if they're starting out with Molina and his ADRA here, we could be in business just as much.
Yeah, an emergency bullpen game for the Rockies just will not end well.
Might have to just square up here for catch and take the over in this game. Already was going to take it anyways. Really wanted to fade Gomber and Curry because their stats, honestly, on the surface are pretty fucking good. And seeing a total after the series we just watched with the best team in baseball going to Colorado and not being able to hit 3 overs. They only hit 1 out of 3 overs in that game, in that series, right? The Phillies couldn't even do it. Now they welcome in Cleveland, and the total's moving up after we saw the totals move down in that series with Philly, the best offense in baseball this season. That's a little weird to me, but now it makes more sense, obviously, with the Rockies bullpen game. They probably knew the Gomber stuff an hour or 2 ago, and that's why that total was moving up. They know everything, guys, remember? That's how we got to think. They know everything way earlier than we do. All right, Gomber in, Gomber out. Who gives a shit? There's going to be plenty of runs in this game with that total this high, in my opinion. You got a guy like Curry with that sub-2 ERA who's been solid so far this season for the Guards. We'll see. I kind of like the Rockies bats recently, and I like the prize pick squares I'm seeing up on the boards, like Charlie Blackmon total bases. I think he comes through, and mainly Chris Bryant, because if you take a peep at his run square, Jovan, boy, do I have a story for you. Chris Bryant has scored 3 times this year. Chris Bryant hasn't scored in almost 2 months. Not yet. We're about a week and a half away, but in nearly 2 months, Chris Bryant hasn't scored, guys. That's not a fucking joke. That's real life. He has been one of the biggest disappointments in baseball, not just this season, but the last couple. Since they signed him, we all thought he'd go to Colorado and that would help rejuvenate his bat. It's almost like it made too much sense. And now we're seeing him hit, 170, 175, 180. It's been sad for Kris Bryant, man. I want to see him get going here, and I think he will, looking at this prize pick square. Maybe he hits a nuke. I don't know. There should be plenty of runs in this game. I'm going to keep it simple and take the nastiest square on prize picks today. Kris Bryant, who hasn't crossed home plate in nearly 2 months, in a game where I love runs, and I wouldn't even mind back in Colorado in this game at plus chicken with how their bats have looked recently. They put up a fight against Philly. Sure. Okay, they look pretty good in that series. Kris Bryant's crossing home plate tonight for the first time in a minute, folks. Either get on board or get out of the way. All right?
Yeah, I'm in.
Ooh, Irvin is him. I wonder who could have written that. Dude geeks me, bro.
1AB is crazy.
He is a super fit. Talk about Inner Circle invites. I'll wait for my Commanders one. Let's get Goots a fucking Inner Circle invite in Baltimore, can we? Put him on the wait list at least, will you? He's earned it.
I'm already in that shit.
He's in that puppy. He just can't tell us, right? It's rule number 1. When you're in the Inner Circle, you can't talk about it.
Yeah,
can't say cake. All right. What'd you get, Goots? A leadoff strikeout? Sure. That's why you're celebrating. Okay. 2-2 counts. We'll see what happens here. Keep us updated. I'm watching the that's big strikes in today, I guess. I'm watching the lacrosse game as well. Still seeing a weather delay, guys. So whoever said 20 minutes and it's starting up, incorrect. Okay, we got no lacrosse going right now. So keep me updated. We got True Tyler dropping a sub as well. Krabs locked. You're goddamn right. All right, someone's got to lock in today for a squad ride dub for the people. All right, Jovan, we have to craft up a beautiful squad ride on this Memorial Day that we're all locking in and tailing for tonight. We don't have a fucking choice. Krabs, I said it's delayed till 2 p.m. Eastern now. Shit. Okay, we got an hour then. That's cake, though. I'll watch it after BTL. That sucks. I wanted to sweat that out with you guys. If you want to lock it in one more time before we move on, couple PLL plays, couple college lacrosse plays, good, so we can show them the picket sheet. There you go, boom. You guys can probably still get these on the books. I'm sure they put them back up. Last call starts up in about an hour, a little bit less. Okay, guys, under first half Terps and full game Terps spread. All right, W's. Let's get back to biz here. I need to hear about some of Jovan's plays. All right, I need to hear about some of Jovan's plays. I don't think we have Surge today, chat. All right.
Oh,
terrible.
The hell is that?
What's that?
It's their City Connect.
Nah, no way.
Ew.
It's a
No
leak.
way that's their... Oh.
Talking baseball is usually right.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing all these.
Yeah, it's like moose, bro.
I mean, what are we doing?
That's the best we can come up with.
3 up, 3 down, W's.
Black pants would be heat. But
they're doing too much.
What the fuck are we doing?
They're doing too much with these City Connects, man.
Literally look like the Mets, off-brand Mets.
They're doing too much with these City Connects.
If their hat has a skyline, that's crazy.
For almost every team now, man. That sucks. I mean, yeah, might as well have been the OVO out at this point if you're doing those weird, the O's.
Facts. That's so moose.
I feel like that took them 4 minutes to put together.
Yeah, literally 4.
I don't know. I'm out. Yeah, that's gross. How's Toronto going to have any sort of, W Team Chem or W Mojo out there in those heinous softball looking uniforms?
Hey, W's on them. Releasing those the day after they score 11 and lose.
Bruh. And
I
want to talk about that
9 just to get up by a Matt Vierling walk-off home run, his second of the game.
First walk-off ever for Matt Vierling. He's been in the league for 7 years. Okay.
I will say that looks like a TJ Maxx rack. Like there's like sweatshirts in the back. I mean, I don't know. Could be wrong here.
Yeah, the tags look weird as well. I don't know.
No,
I don't know if I'm buying it.
I think I've seen the hat floating around, and it's like the same type of colors.
Yeah,
it's probably
not a good sign. Okay. All right, let's hop back into the sharp reports. Jovan, I don't think we have anything from the Toronto and White Sox game. Oh, you have a square. Huh. Interesting.
I do.
All right, we'll save that one.
Yeah, let's save that one.
Let's go to San Francisco. I want to hear about the Giants. Blake Snell day. All right, Chad, I know you guys are fucking dialed. I took a peep at this line as well. Hard not to. You're seeing them catch, 35 cents of steam? since they opened up a dog yesterday. Maybe there was some, I don't know who was slated to pitch for the Phillies. If it was always Taijuan Walker yesterday, I don't know. But yeah, either way, Blake Snell up to a favorite now against the best team in baseball. I fucking bet. Already lean San Fran right there off the rip. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, they do get a little line respect in San Francisco. So, I mean, I'm not incredibly shocked to see that. But at the same time, I would love to fade the Phillies first game out of Coors. And those teams have been downright awful this season, -1. I think they still lost in that game. I think I went through it on the series preview, but they've been god awful and not scoring runs. So the Phillies are in that spot. They are facing a left-handed pitcher, which they are better against, but they also strike out a lot against left-handed pitchers. So Snell, that's exactly what he needs. And a team coming out of Coors facing a heavy strikeout pitcher, gets a lot of whiffs, a lot of chases. Sounds like a disaster to me, especially when you have Taijuan Walker on the other side. So yes, I am very aware of the Giants bullpen situation, but I really don't care because I think the Phillies bullpen could be equally in shambles if you don't get a decent outing out of Taijuan Walker. So riding with them full game, not getting cute. If you don't have the stomach for it, first 5 is fine too, but I don't really dabble in that too much.
Okay. I'm with you. I think the fact that Blake Snell at this point is a favorite against the best team in baseball is good enough for me to lock in full game and not worry about first 5. Not even worry about any bullshit. Let's go for the jugular. Let's take the ML. I'm in. And gosh, Chad, I'm seeing this right now. Bill Walton has just passed away. That is so sad.
That's so sad.
Gosh, man. Prayers up for Bill Walton. Prayers up for the fam and his long battle with cancer. That is a hit to the sports community. Prayers up for Bill and the fam. Gosh, man. All right. That sucks. I mean, nothing better than listening to Bill Walton late night on the broadcast. And I don't even mean that as a joke. I legitimately loved listening to Bill Walton late night broadcasts for years. He was the best. Talk about keeping stuff entertaining with the shittiest teams late night when nobody's even watching besides degenerates. The best. The best to ever do it. Shit. All right. Let's lock back in. We got a couple more Sharp Report plays here. All right. I want to hear, I think we already talked about the Red Sox and beat that one dead pretty much. And they're already live right now anyway. So we'll see what happens with that. Plus 130 on the ML, I believe, is what they were at. And looks like you got Snell to rack up some Ks with a little Chris Bassett less than fantasy score fade, which I definitely want to hear about as well. So why don't you take me to your prize pick squares, Jovan? Chris Bassett?
Yeah. Well, Snell, I feel like I don't have to explain Snell, so I can just jump straight to Bassett. But yeah, Bassett, second time around facing the same White Sox team within a week. I do think they score runs. It's also one of those games with a lot of wind blowing out too, so that kind of helps. But I love fading these pitchers, no matter if it's the White Sox or it's the Phillies. Best offense or one of the worst. When they face a second team or face a team for the second time within a week, but they're also like not a heavy strikeout pitcher, which the Chris Bassett is not for one, but he also didn't get many whiffs in that start against the White Sox. So they're going to put the ball in play, especially seeing him a second time. And the one worry, I guess, would be that the Jays just played a 9-inning game, but there's 11 runs in the game, 14, I guess they gave up. So like they're going to need Bassett to eat innings, which is obviously part of the fantasy score. But when a pitcher pitches like that, they have to attack the zone, which Bassett is a grade A nibbler. That's how he tries to pitch. And I don't think he can really afford that, because if he does, then that pitch count's going to get very high, and that bullpen is super, super compromised right now. So I think he's going to have to go right at these White Sox hitters, and he was already not getting whiffs in that start. That was 5 days ago. He's not going to get it now. So like I think the White Sox score runs, and first play off the card or off the Sharp Report was White Sox team total over 3.5, which I also have locked in. But I think Bassett gets touched up a little bit today.
So, Chad, if you missed that, Jovan does have a wager on the White Sox team total over 3.5, I believe is what you just said. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, shit. I was thinking about maybe getting cute today and trying to take the under in this game. No, thank you. I'll go ahead and keep that one off to the sides.
I don't know. Because, I mean, as much as I like the White Sox bats against Bassett, I would be, I don't know, something in my gut tells me Nastrini doesn't pitch all that poorly today. Because, I mean, I've seen, first of all, every single fucking Blue Jays hitter on the feed. But, I mean, he just got absolutely destroyed by them in a start. So, I mean, I'm back in the bounce back for one guy, and I guess kind of the opposite for the other. So, I don't know. It's just like one of those weird spots going on the road to the south side after, Moose ending in Detroit. Kind of feels like a Blue Jays flat spot. So I'm not really sure. That's why I stuck with the team total instead of the game over.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I wanted to take that under was because of what we saw yesterday, 11-14.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the time we're in right now in this economy with all these juice baseballs and the runs starting to flow, maybe it's best to just sit that one off or sit back and take that one off, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're
maybe
not
the
on
White
the
Sox
road.
even win that game. You're saying maybe
I
even
know.
just fade into
I think
Ryan's
they do.
bats.
I was gonna say. I mean, if the White Sox are gonna score runs, like I think you're gonna find out pretty quickly. So I mean, I know they're at home, but probably not a bad up 2 game. Put it on the White Sox because I mean they're either gonna come out and be down 5-0 instantly, or the Blue Jays are gonna come out flat and they'll have every opportunity in the world to score 2.
Sure. I think the Nats are also a very good look with that early
I agree.
2+ run as well today with
Yeah.
runs. W's. And if you guys look, if this isn't cutting it for you, talking about these MLB plays, chats, if this isn't enough, going over our faves, if you want to hear more about some of the MLB series starting up today, starting up this week, do me a favor. All right, we're going to drop the link in the chat right now. Jovan just loaded up episode 5 of his MLB series preview, going over the rundowns, breakdowns of some of these, series starting up today, right? Anything else I'm missing there?
No, not too much.
Sure.
Going over all the series and some nugs.
Series, Jovan Nugs. What more could you want on a Memorial Day? I know you guys are kicking the feet up today, relaxing, hopefully maybe grilling out as well, chilling. Hopefully you guys are all off work, okay? Yeah, take a second today, relax, regroup. Short work week for you guys as well, getting back tomorrow. Take advantage of today, all right? You got some early baseball games you typically wouldn't on a Monday, right, for Memorial Day. Listen to Jovan's series preview before they get started up, right after BTL. Okay, get your Bookit fix in for today. Check that link out. Do me a favor, guys. Drop a like on it. If we get 100 likes on that video, I'll give out $100 on BTL right now. If we get 100 likes on that video during BTL. So I'll let Goots check that now and check it before the end of BTL today. We'll see where we're at. We get 100 likes on that. No excuses. We have hundreds of people in here right now. Just go over there and fucking click the like button. I'll give out 100 bets. All right, lock the fuck in. Richie says he has work to do, but W Stream working today with y'all. Richie, gotta do what you gotta do, my man. We'll be all right. Head up. We got Who's Your Daddy resubbing. Let's fucking go. Did I shout out Turner Mac already talking about the Blake Snell legacy game? I don't know if I did. Turner Mac. He likes the fucking Giants today and Blake Snell masterclass. I'm in. Sign me up as well. Those first 2 plays, Jovan, for you on your sharp reports, I'm loving those. All right, if we had an expanded sharp report today, those would probably be on my list as well. Over in Atlanta and the Giants ML. Sure.
Krabs. I mean, I like your plays, but I see the Reds on there. You're speaking to me.
Ooh.
Wow.
New thread just came in. Alvarez and Witt. Whoa. Those are tough.
They both go yard today.
Look sick, man. Gosh. So what's the deal? Okay, first off, because people were bitching so much beginning of the season about all the fonts being uniform for the names in the back of the jerseys. Has that since been changed? How does this work?
It's supposed to be, they said it'd be changed like next year, and the material on the pants would be better. But I mean, I'm not sure where Trent ordered these, but I know there's some City Connects that haven't gotten to the teams yet that are the new ones. So they're still wearing their older ones with the Witt one looks like the older one.
Right. And the Alvarez font is obviously crazy too. So
yeah, like the Red Sox haven't worn theirs yet because Fanatics hasn't sent them or Nike hasn't sent them. They just don't have them yet.
I mean, just a moose shit operation they're running.
Moose shit.
They are botching this left and right, man. They are botching this left and right. How do you not prepare for this? You get a chance to make uniforms for Major League Baseball, and they're fucking it up this bad over and over again. It's impressive. Figure it out. Hire some people from fucking Majestic. Figure it out.
Majestic was goated.
I mean, yeah, Majestic, at least the uniforms wouldn't be see-through and they would look cool and all the fucking fonts didn't have to be the same. The jersey materials were way better. They didn't fake stitch the fucking replica jerseys in like the new ones that are so shitty and even more expensive than the old ones at Majestic that were actually stitched. It's bullshit. It really is. All right. We still got about 40 minutes, guys. And we got plenty of games to talk about today. I want to give Jovan the rundown here about the Reds. All right, he deserves that. I've been waiting long enough. He's been sitting there patiently. Let's talk about it. Okay. Landslide on the bump, Lavello on the bump. Look, the Cardinals on fuego right now. Okay. W Nick, they're only 1 game under 500. So, he's absolutely bricked up right now for his Cards. I don't know how bricked up I'd be with Lance Lynn on the bump today, though, against the Reds. All right, this total is at 9.5, which tells me there's going to be some runs. I know they're playing in Cincy. I know the Cardinals' bats have been on fire recently, right? They just swept the fucking Cubs in a little 2-game series. They swept the Orioles before that. Cardinals are on fire. Okay, don't get me wrong. Their offense is carrying the way. It looks like they're back. But don't let the Reds get hot. Let's not forget about what they just did. All right, they just swept the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers got swept for the first time since that Pirates series a year or so ago. Then we cashed out on them at plus chicken. The Reds just did the same thing. I wouldn't be shocked if the Reds carry that momentum back at home now for the series against Lance Lynn and the Cardinals, who are coming in off of Sunday Night Baseball. I want to fade the living fuck out of them and back Cincinnati, catching 25 cents of steam with an actually good pitcher on the bump, opposed to Lance Lynn. And I want to buy stock in this Reds team right now after sweeping the Dodgers, right? Typically, I don't like buying teams or buying good news, right? But since they're playing against the Cardinals, who are the hottest team in baseball right now, I've got no issue locking in the Reds at home, catching steam with Lodolo the GOAT on the bump. Give me the Reds.
So, and you remember what series started the Reds win streak, 12-game win streak last year?
Was it the Dodgers?
It was the Dodgers.
Huh.
And they brought up Ellie. It was the that ball had a family home run and then a Will Benson walk-off home run. Sure. Started it all. Winning the series against the Dodgers in Cincy. So maybe this is the same thing, but a little different because they're banged up. But the Cardinals have been on fire. But you know what? The one thing they haven't done, even though they've gotten hot for the past week, is they haven't hit a lefty. And Lodolo is not a regular lefty, so they can have fun.
Confirm.
Have fun doing that. Yeah.
College World Series around the corner. I'm going to be down there for some games. Might need to lab up some college baseball. Yeah, when does Omaha start? Have they even begun the
They just did the selection show like an hour ago.
Oh, I bet. That's a crazy coincidence. For the pool play, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we're a little ahead of ourselves. I'm down to get involved 100% for betting the Omaha games, guys. That's when I feel like it's the best product, the best to bet personally. And I'm also being a little biased because I don't follow it as much during the regular season. So, the next week or two gives me some time to kind of figure it out. But, Jovan, please do not be a stranger. If you've got some College World Series plays coming up in the next few days, let us know. Okay? Yeah. Are your frogs in that puppy? What the?
Dude, send me selfie DMs, Trent. What are we doing here?
Dude, he sent that to you.
DM'd you that?
He DM'd it to the BTL account. He said,
dude, it's because he's watching
W
BTL
City
right
Connect.
now. He's geeking.
Bro.
He's sitting out there right now. He's enjoying Memorial Day. He's, maybe getting a coffee, checking out the new unis, enjoying some sunlight.
Yeah, part-time streamer.
Yeah, what's going on right now? Lauren, is Texas involved? I'm assuming they are. They are every year.
Texas is involved.
Texas is involved. Is TCU
they're in the same,
involved?
They're not involved. Which
no way.
Don't even get me started on that.
No way they got fucking snubbed.
That was probably like one of the biggest, unbiased, one of the bigger robberies we've ever seen. Because it so happened that all the teams that were on the bubble, Florida, I'm trying to think of all the other teams, but I don't remember it off the rip. But every other bubble team has a person on the committee. So it happened that every single one of those bubble teams, somehow, some way, got their way into a regional.
Well, okay, here's the issue. Okay, that's life. That's how everything works in life. Where's TCU's guy?
We don't have a guy.
Where is he? Let's go get one. Where's TCU's college baseball booster? He's sitting around the round table getting to get his squad on the fucking show.
I wish it was that easy. Trust me, it's
with that national championship runner-up money, it has to be.
They've been talking about it. They've been talking about it for years because it's been a problem. They've wanted somebody on the committee for a long time. And like that's one of the reasons their old coach, Schlossnagle, went to Texas A&M too. He was like, "Yeah, we don't have as much pull as we would like to." And usually like they're good enough to where like it doesn't matter because they're never really on the bubble, but they are now, and they got fucked because Florida, and Kansas State, and everybody else is on.
Yeah, well, maybe this will be a lesson that they got to pay to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've been trying for long enough.
That sucks. I know you're looking forward to watching your boys play. That's big.
Yeah, makes it that much more interesting. But I mean, they probably would have lost anyway.
Who else is involved? Any other colleges? Virginia Tech, actually a hilarious drop off after being ranked top 10.
Dude, that was crazy second half of the season.
I think they lost every single series.
Yeah.
Huh.
UVA's in now. They're hosting, I'm pretty sure.
Who?
The better program in Virginia.
Oh, UVA?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. That's okay. They put all their NIL money into that, I guess, instead of football. We'll let them win the baseball games. That's fine. We'll see them in Lane Stadium. All right, guys. W's. Let's move on from college baseballs. Anybody else? Yeah, that one hurt, Lauren. I'm not going to lie. That one threw me off a little bit. Sheesh. Shit, man. I don't know if I'd be chirping the Hokies. There's a storm coming. Heading from Blacksburg. I don't know if you guys are ready. Get ready for me talking about the Hokies. You got some time now, folks. You think I've gassed up the Hokies, slurped them? Just wait till they're actually good. Okay? UVA's biggest haters, Krabs. I mean, yeah, it has to be, Malik. It's my job. Come on. Jovan, anything else on the Sharp Report you want to emphasize? I feel like we just covered all of our bases here. I'd say my favorite play up there, it was definitely the over in Colorado, Cleveland before we came on here. Some pitching changes right now. I'd say in my gut, my favorite play is the Reds. I just have a weird feeling about Cincy right now, and I feel like they're going to hand St. Louis their first loss in a minute here at home, and then we're going to see the Reds go on a streak led by Lodolo today. I just can't stop looking at that ML. I'm loving Cincy today. What about you? Favorite play on your board?
Probably would go in the order that's on the screen. Over in Atlanta, then Snell Day.
Sure.
And Red Sox is already on the road or started, so
okay,
that's what it is. And there's Mikey Over with the Royals.
Okay, Royals. I bet, Mikey. Holding on the YouTubes as always. Love that. Hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend, Mike. Army has a baseball team. Are they in that? Damn, that's crazy. Good for them. All right, chat. Well, we've got some baseball games starting up here in just a little bit. Obviously, the O's, we're sweating out right now. If anything happens, I'm sure Goots will let us know immediately. Reds are Twitter POD. Phil's W. Appreciate that. That's exactly the message I need to see. We will keep that out of the Sharp Report, then, or the squad ride.
I don't think we should.
Okay. When is CJ Abrams stealing his next bag? Jake, might not be till 2025. I'm hearing because of COVID, there's been some production issues with CJ Abrams stolen bases, so they're not actually going to be able to get those to you until next year. Okay. Yeah, guys, remember, he thinks he's Barry Bonds now, and he only hits nukes and pimps them, and he doesn't steal bases, so I don't know what to tell you. He's a whole new player. Nobody saw this coming. He had a fucking nuke off the top of the foul pole yesterday. You see that shit?
Did he? I didn't see where it landed. Dude. I saw the hill now.
Oh my God, off the top of the foul pole. Obliterated. And he stood there and just watched it. And I stood there and watched him. And I said, that's a cool dude right there. I could never do that. I wish I was him. All right. POD Pete in shambles with the stolen bases. I mean, I'm also kind of in shambles because of that. No shit. Yeah. How about one steal for this month, CJ? Let's start with that.
Yeah, let's start
Royals
somewhere.
Twins. Royals Twins. I had on my Sharp Report, guys. Royals team total under 3.5. I still really like that play. I personally think runs will be hard to come by in this game, but instead of laying the juice with Minnesota, minus 175 now, which in my opinion is a lot of respect against the Royals. Okay. I decided to go with the team total under, with that total in the game moving down from 8.5 to 7.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Jovan, any other thoughts, concerns, plays, squares in this Royals and Minnesota game?
No, I like that play. I mean, with Joe Ryan, especially, I think he's either going to throw 7 shutout, or if he does get touched up, which I don't think is going to happen, he's going to give up like 7. So team total is probably the right way to attack that one.
Okay. Toronto White Sox. You are on the White Sox. People forget team total over in that game. Okay. I lean the under, chat, but definitely going to be staying off that puppy now. Jovan also faded Chris Bassett's fantasy score on that puppy. The Nats and the Braves. Let's reassess this pup because the total's down to 8.5. Pretty solidly across the board right now. Maybe the lineups getting released had something to do with it. I'm looking at the Nats lineup right now. Lane Thomas is back. He's hitting second. Who knows how long it'll take him to get going, Jovan, but putting him right in the middle or top of that fucking order kind of sketches me out, to be honest with you. Keibert Ruiz is back, by the way, fully. He's crushing the ball. He's hitting 5th. That's a good sign. Jesse Winker hitting behind him. Nick Senzel is involved. Joey Gallo's involved. Pretty standard lineup for the Nats today. Pretty standard, besides Lane back. Why is that total moving and grooving around?
Yeah, it's been bouncing back and forth. That's where it was initially. I had to change it in the change it in the dock because it was 8.5 and went up to 9. So I don't really care because that's right where it was. Nats are scoring and it's going over.
Not a two. You think we win that game?
Jordan Westberg.
Dude, he's such a. I'm not even gonna say it.
Let's go.
I'm not even say it.
Little double. Wow. Bring Colton home. Bring the milkman home.
Colton Kaiser, but
I feel like we should take the milkman every time they play a game to our BTL for the vibes. So we should just back the milkman square.
I like Kaiser.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Westberg, but I like Kaiser.
You have to. Come on. You can't be too crowdy contrarian with Kaiser. The guy's nickname, he stole it from you. See him in court.
No, Kaiser's a dog.
Milkman. Yeah. Fellas, I care about you. I should let you know why Johnson is getting a point today. Ooh, we'll talk about that hockey game tonight. Dallas on the roads. I thought they were getting some line respect. We will get to it. All right, don't you guys worry. Wyatt Johnson Day. That kid's a freak. Elliot said he went to high school with Kaiser. That's pretty cool. Damn.
You know where he went to college, Krabs?
Who, Colton Kaiser?
Yeah.
You got a UVA?
No, check out your drawer. You might have a jersey in there that is the college you went to.
Sam Houston State?
Sam Houston State.
Shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me?
Not kidding.
Sam Houston?
It's hilarious.
Sam Houston.
Oh, man. Hey, don't let Sam Houston State athletics get hot. I think we bet them at the worst. All right,
their baseball teams. Their baseball teams usually pretty solid.
Yeah, they're good.
They're pretty good.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They'll be okay. You place that eBay order, Krabs? What, for the ring? Don't Fade 86? You talking about that $60,000 Nats 2019 World Series Championship ring that I was talking about on Twitter? I have not placed that order yet now. I got to hit a couple more squad rides before I place that order. Okay? 1 mega, 1 ring. Yeah, that was you. Unbelievable. Bro was chilling with Cornelson. Yeah, fuck Brad Cornelson, bro. That guy's a cancer to the team. He is a woat. We can't be having that still in the background. How? I'm gonna go in and clean that up after the show. All right, we're getting Cornelson the fuck out of there.
Yeah, like you know,
last time the wheel was spun. We spun it at the end of last week, I believe.
Think so.
Yeah, we're not spinning that shit today though. It was close, but I think my king of the board win might have saved my ass. With the pretty mid sharp report I had, cancels out and the squad ride push. But if you got it early, WCLV it hit. So I think we'll probably just call that a close but no cigar on the wheel spin there. Very close. That means next time it's close, we'll lean towards spinning the wheel. Okay. Who's your daddy resubbing as well? I think I already shouted you out, but you're a beast. Appreciate you for the support. Jovan, you are not wavering off of this over. You still really like it. I just want to confirm because I also really like it before we do squad ride stuff later. Yeah. Dodgers and Mets game postponed. Good. I can't lose any more money on the Mets. Awesome. Love that. That fucking team, man. It's actually clockwork.
It's daytime Dodgers, though. Daytime Dodgers are fadeable, no matter what.
They are fadeable every game. You just fade them literally every single time, then you're up coins. It's that
People sleep that the daytime Dodgers got shut out just about by a Reds bullpen game yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, that just cannot happen.
Yeah.
That cannot happen.
Took him till the 9th for a Freddie RBI double.
That cannot happen. Something about those Dodgers getting fat, happy, and complacent during the daylight, right? I don't know what it is. They just never come through. Weird. Okay. Nats Braves over, guys. We're not wavering. We still like runs. I think the runs will come more from the Braves. Jovan thinks they'll come more from the Nats. I really don't think it'll matter, though. I think that game soars over. I love the angle back in runs in that game with no Acuna as well. Okay, buying the bad news, if you will. Cleveland and Colorado. I still like the over in this game, Jovan. You almost like it even more. And, guys, that's not Austin Gomber on the bump. It's probably going to be a bullpen game for the Rockies. Okay?
Yeah. And they also, I just saw that Justin Lawrence, not that this, I mean, this honestly might hurt the over, but Justin Lawrence is on the IL now, so they're short another bullpen pitcher.
Wow, he is terrible.
Right.
I would have liked to see him pitch today.
Yeah, he kind of sucks, but they're going to have their whole slate of moose available in the bullpen.
Huh. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's not like anybody else coming out. That bullpen's going to be any better. Give me a break.
Yeah.
All right. Cardinals and Reds. We're liking the Reds on the ML. They keep getting fatter and fatter. Lock that puppy in responsibly, chat, before the ML gets even juicier. Okay, let's talk about some of these later games.
I've already seen the Goldie Nukes in the series. I was so prepared to come say that even before they hit 2 home runs, or he hit 2 home runs yesterday. But he's about to be the only Cardinal doing shit in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So no Goldie fades. Everything else is fair game.
No Goldie fades in this series. Yeah. Everything else is fair.
Got it. Okay. Justin Steele, if you look at his fantasy score today, looks like he's going to have a pretty solid day, but it's still big name Justin Steele, and he still has really yet to figure it out so far this season. Right, Jovan?
Yeah. He's having a rough go of it right now, but
Yeah,
I'm still
his
fading.
fantasy score.
I'm still fading Krabs.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't blame you.
I don't blame you.
I don't really know if I'm fading Steele. It's more that I'm fading the Cubs bats because I've vowed to do that for like the last 2 weeks because they've been fucking terrible, and they're also Sunday Night Baseball travel against the lefty who they've been god awful against. So I still think it's still odd to see Gasser minus 115 over Justin Steele, even though it's probably, take the names out of it, probably what it should be. But I think Gasser pitches pretty well today.
I don't disagree with that angle. It's still Randall McGee with an elite pitching name, mind you. Gasser, come on, that kid was born to pitch. But Randall McGee, who's been really good this year, sneakily. Shocker, the Brewers have found another pretty good fucking Randall McGee starter in the middle of their rotation that can hold it down. Good for them. And Steele still has the big name, right? He was unbelievable last season. Got a 5.6 ERA though this year. He still has yet to really lock in. I think you still continue to fade him, fade the big name. I would definitely not be taking his more than fantasy score. I don't know if I'll be fading him or joining you on that journey, but definitely not ready to back Steele yet. No chance.
Yeah, that's fair. I still think he can pitch kind of well. Brewers haven't been that good against lefties either. It's just they started tinkering with the lineup a little bit. So they're stacking some righties, like a little Rays style platoon lineup. So maybe that works a little better against Steele, but more so backing Gasser.
Okay. And yeah, how would you back? Are you taking Brewers ML potentially there? Okay. Good. W's. Chat, what do you guys like in that game as we continue to move and groove? Get a couple more of these late night Geyserments. A lot of early games today, which I like. Giants, ML, of course. Blake Snell more than strikeouts. He does his job today.
Yep.
Good. Miami and the Padres. How about the Padres being useless? For the majority of the series against the Yankees, when I really thought they were going to show up, show some fucking hearts. Sure, they did yesterday and pulled off that little comeback when they were down 1-0, I guess, but overall, still a disappointing series, I feel like, for the Padres. They really didn't show up, and Juan Soto was kind of their daddy the entire fucking series, even yesterday, getting an RBI.
Yeah. I think they might be useless for this series, too, to be honest with you. But
okay.
Kind of think it starts today because I went through this in the preview too. You know who they're pitching in the series? The Marlins are.
Who? Besides
Trevor Rogers. Yeah, Trevor Rogers, Jesus Luzardo, Braxton Garrett, all lefties, and the Padres I've been auto fading them for the past month against pretty much any lefty, and they're going to see nothing but them from the Marlins. So I think they're going to struggle in this series, which. Rogers is he's not like the average lefty. He's been fucking terrible. So maybe he gets hit up a little bit. I still don't think so. Looking at that 7.5 total, I think I might play the under. Luzardo's probably going to shove. Braxton Garrett's coming off of a Maddox. So I don't know if I can back him, but his first 2 games are definitely catching my eye. The Marlins may be a little sneaky in some low scoring games and maybe pull out a couple wins, but the unders are definitely speaking to me.
Okay. And guys, if you missed it earlier, Jovan just posted a MLB series preview on the Bookit Sports YouTube. Do me a favor right after BTL today. If you're serious about making coins this week, if you're serious about betting baseball and you're not watching that video, figure it out. All right. What can you expect? All right. He's doing all the research for you. He's giving you all the fills, nugs, and tidbits. All you got to do is click play. And if we get 100 likes on that video, and we're going to drop the link right now once again in chat, I'll give away $100. Right here on BTL. Get that video to 100 likes. 0 excuses why that can't happen. There's hundreds of people in here right now. Okay? Lock the fuck in. There's the link. There it goes. See. Aaron Judge has become the best player in the league since Krabs copped his jersey. People forget. I don't think people forget, though.
I don't think anybody forgets. I feel like we're not letting them.
People are actually starting to talk about that a lot more and more, to be honest with you.
You need to do something, Krabs. We can't just let this slide. There has to be some kind of counteraction.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do, man. Because every time I speak, every time I bet on or against the Yankees, he hits a nuke. I feel like my only chance is to stay silent. But nothing's slowing him down right now. It's got to end at some point. We know how he plays. We know how streaky he is, Jovan. Remember how moose shit he was for the first month of the season?
Yeah, it was terrible.
But now it doesn't matter because he's played like the greatest player on earth to ever exist for the next month. So they cancel out. And he ends up just being fucking MVP. Because nobody forgets or nobody, remembers or cares about his moose shit month. They only care about, oh, he hit 10 home runs in a month. Ooh, cool. Awesome. Check the baseballs, will you? Cut them open. See what's in there. See what's inside. Like a fucking piñata. Guarantee you there's some juice in there. Guarantee you. Okay? You're telling me it's a coincidence that the overs start finally hitting, the totals are moving up, baseballs are flying, runs are up astronomically for the last week, 2 weeks. You're telling me that's a fucking coincidence that Aaron Judge's production has all of a sudden risen? No pun intended. I don't think it's a fucking coincidence. It's getting warmer. I bet, Paul. Perfect time for the MLB to unleash those fucking literal bouncy balls that are getting launched at uncontrollable, unsafe rates into the crowds. You might need to start bringing a glove to the games for safety. Back in my day, you could catch a ball with your bare hands, rub it off, rub some dirt on it, you're good to go. Grab a beer with that hands. Next inning. Now you're catching one of these home run balls from Judge. You might take him to court. You might sue. I would. Shit, man. That is a crazy picture. I don't even know what to say.
Insane picture. People sleep on that.
Streets need a Krabs Judge pick. One day it will happen. Trust me, everybody I ever talk shit about or to, I end up seeing again in the most unreasonable moments. CC Ron Rivera out at the Super Bowl at the weirdest restaurant of all time. Walks in. Can't make it up. Next time I'm in New York, I guarantee you I run into Aaron Judge.
Okay? For sure.
And he better shake my hand and tell me, thank you, sir. Because you have fucking magic. Goodness.
Unreal.
All right. Let's lock back in. I'm going to go over a couple more games before we wrap up here. Houston, Seattle. That might be the last one we haven't talked about yet. Let's go to it. Framber and Bryce Miller. Looks like Houston's catching a little bit of steam here. Total is also, the under is catching maybe a little bit of steam, at least on the odds. Hasn't really moved away from 7.5, but under way more juicy than it was when it first opened up. How do we think this game plays out in Seattle?
It's kind of a tricky one because, like, Framber, when he's really good, he can go out there and throw a no-hitter, especially against a team that could strike out a lot and is not great against any lefty not named Patrick Corbin. Which, shout out Patrick Corbin. That was the best performance they've had against a lefty in a month. So your guy showed out for salvaging the sweep from them there.
I thought he was really going to have a good start there, and then he gave up nuke after nuke.
Yeah, he might. That people might have to talk that he's just not an MLB starting pitcher, Krabs. People might have to talk about that. But
then why are they paying him $50 bazillion, man?
I mean, I don't know. It's
they're paying
World
him like
Series,
an ace, brother.
World Series tax. It's crazy.
They are paying him like an ace. He is not going anywhere. I'm counting the months. Yep. We're getting there. Only a couple left.
Yeah, it could be the difference.
You could tell after the first inning if Framber's on or not. It's a live bet spot for that game. Elliott, good points. You can usually kind of read Framber and know what you're getting out of him pretty early.
Yeah, the thing is, he on paper should have a pretty solid start. It's just that there's a couple of pitchers or a couple of hitters that could probably give him a little bit of trouble. The couple guys that do hit lefties well and have seen him quite a bit. JP Crawford comes to mind, even though it's lefty. He's been great reverse splits, and Framber is a guy who's seen a lot, seen well. So if those guys hit him up, might be a longer start. Bryce Miller too. I want to line up with some lefties in it that are powerful, which Kyle Tucker is, Jordan is, nobody else really is. So that's kind of the problem. But I don't know, lowish total. So it's probably you're getting a good start from Framber.
Well, if you think we're getting a good start from Framber, I am fairly confident we get a very good start from Bryce Miller, especially looking at his earned run square right now, 2.5. That looks like the freest more than you could plug in after getting rocked by Baltimore and the Yankees in his last couple, and also Houston in there as well 4 games ago. Still on the chart. Gave up a 4-piece last time he faced him. I would not mind one bit taking that less than 2.5 earned runs allowed. I would not mind taking the first 5 under in this game. if you're thinking that Framber does his job as well.
Sure. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. You better
Would
hope.
you rather go first 5 under than full game under here? I know Seattle's got a great bullpen. Houston,
I don't think it'll matter with this game because, like, if you're taking a first 5 under, you're saying Framber's gonna have a great start. Like, he's gonna go 6 or 7 innings. It's like it's not really. I feel like the bullpen wouldn't be much of a concern.
Okay.
Really getting like 2 innings.
All right. Good point.
Eesh.
We got Oza coming in, resubbing for 25 months. W Oza. Love that. What do we got going on in Baltimore right now? We got a Mateo double. I'm parlaying everything.
May Mateo.
Chelly, yesterday, all but one Nerfy hits. And now we're going to parlay them the day after that all together. Come on, man.
Dude, and the one Nerfy that didn't hit was Coors.
Man.
It was Coors.
The one Nerfy that hit was the Coors one?
Yeah.
So that one
and
doesn't
I texted that to Trent afterwards, and I was like, I jokingly said Coors Nerfy POD, thanks, Ben. And he was like, dude, I actually love that Nerfy. I was watching it. I was like, there's just no way, dude. There's no
way. Can we confirm that Trent had coins on that Nerfy? Because we need
I don't know if he had coins. I don't know if he had coins on it, but he said he loved it and was thinking about it.
Okay.
Probably because I mean it was Ranger Suarez, Cal Quantrill.
Sure. Cal's been on fire recently. Ranger, one of the best pitchers in baseball, I bet.
Yeah, Ranger gave up a turkey.
Oh, what do we got, folks? In play outs. Did he move the runner, though? Yes. Mateo to third.
He did.
Still 1 out. Big Jorge Mateo guy. Big glue guy there.
That's a Krabs guy right there.
They need him. Okay. Mashes lefties.
The Blue Jays Nerfy Chelly. Yeah, there was a run in every inning of the Blue Jays Tigers game except the first.
Shut up. Are you serious?
25 runs and 0 in the first inning.
Dude. Chelly, did you have that? Oh, I feel bad if you had that, man. That you cannot make that up. That hurts. That hurts. Holy smokes. Put a full unit on Red Sox plus 240. Said, fuck it. Trotz is in. He believes. He's buying at plus chicky.
They're about to splooge the Red Sox are when they come up second time through.
Okay. How are they? I fucking bet.
We
play runs. And play runs.
We take a sack fly. And the rally.
Yeah, a lot of ball game left here.
Yeah.
A lot of ball game left here, gents. Okay? It's a marathon, not a sprint. All right? Dubs. Chat, still waiting for this college lacrosse championship to start up. Rumor has it it's going to be in the next 10, 20 minutes. We'll see. All right? Mateo just tagged up on a pop-up. You're goddamn right he did. They need him out there. Dude's a winner. Something about him.
It's just heart. Mateo. Nothing but heart.
He does play with a lot of heart. I give him that. Not a lot of skill, a lot of heart. Okay, that's my guy. All right. I love that first 5 under in Houston, Seattle. I'm liking it even more. I really like that Bryce Miller less than 2.5 earned runs allowed on Prize Picks as well. You're feeling good about Framber, and you think he does his job today?
Yeah. I feel decent about Framber.
All right. His strikeouts is at 6. Looks pretty high, like he's going to be dealing today. You can't take his less than hits allowed because it's only a demon. I like that. He's got a 30.5 pitching score after dropping 0 against the Angels in his last start. Okay. Sure. All right. You can't take his less than earned runs allowed because they only have a goblin up. Give me the first 5 under in that game. I like that play. All right. Talk stars. All right, let's talk stars and let's talk NBA really quick before we do squad rides. All right. Jovan, I know you got some thoughts. Dallas heads up to Edmonton. Series tied 1-1. Edmonton is only minus 130. I believe they opened up minus 125 as well, even a little shorter most places. That's some respect for Dallas, but they are the best team in hockey, right? They're the number 1 seeds. What are your thoughts on that ML?
I like the Stars. Probably going to take them. Doing it cautiously, though, because it seems to be – this is like one of the rare times that I've seen a lot of people on a plus money play in the playoffs, so maybe that's not a great sign. But I like the Stars. They kind of figured something out. Second half of the game in game 2, which, I mean, that's part of the reason why they were able to come away with it. They're a little more physical. Oilers were not. Everything looked crisper in the ozone, so – I think that kind of carries over. Plus, they are road warriors, which maybe that's why a lot more people are leaning into that today. So, yeah, I do like them going into Edmonton today.
So do I. I thought the line was a little bit short. We've seen, teams when the series flips and we head towards, the other hockey team's home ice, you see that, crazy line move on the odds for the ML. Not really so much here. We're seeing Dallas still open up barely a dog. Maybe that's because, like you said, though, they played so well on the roads. Not only just this playoffs, but also I remember people talking about that in the regular season, right? This team is road warriors. That's what the Stars do. And Shelly's saying in chat, the over. Okay, I will stay off the under in this game then tonight. Not going to bet the over probably, but we'll at least stay off if it's going to be Shelly's POD.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the Stars. I like them on the ML. I like them on the road here. I feel like Edmonton looks a little too easy in a bounce back spots. Barely a favorite. Home ice. Give me the Stars to do what they keep doing, and that's win on the road. Sign me up.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Okay. All right. Big brain meme. First period over. Ooh, Jovan, you've been talking about that. Any thoughts, opinions on the first period over?
Yeah, I don't really like the over in the game, so I'd probably not going to do anything there myself. But yeah, if you are going to take the over, that's probably the way to do it. I just don't like the over.
All right. And do we dare talk about the Pacers, man? Those sons of bitches.
Yeah, just maybe. I don't know what you can do without Halliburton. There's not really a way that I want to get involved.
I know. God, I thought they had game 3, man. I really did. I thought they had game 3. Gosh. It can't be this easy for Tatum, man. It's almost starting to feel like I'm almost blown the Mavs are playing this well, and I'm almost blown the Celtics are getting blessed this much, because it's going to get to the point if the Mavs sweep the series, they're sitting there, everyone's going to want to take the Mavs, I feel like, at that point. The Celtics have had no adversity at all this playoffs. I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be everyone on the Celtics on earth and we take the Mavs, but the Mavs are almost playing too well. I feel like everyone's going to jump on the Mavs come championship time, but we'll see. We still got a couple games to go. Yeah, I don't really like anything in this game. I probably would take the under, but we're seeing the total actually move up a speck, which I'm not loving. But we have seen only overs in this series so far, so I guess it's not the craziest thing to see the total creeping up and be a little bit higher, but you know my mindset with playoff games, any sport really. Under, under, under. That's where I lean this way. This series is due for an under as well. We've seen 3 straight overs, plenty of points. Maybe the Pacers, backs against the wall, slow it down a little bit. Maybe they come out a little nervous. Maybe their offense comes out a little moose shitty. I don't know. I don't care. I like the under.
Yeah, I can't get with an under in this series, just because the only chance the Pacers have is to run, which is why I think we've gotten every single game over to this point. And
6-0.
Yeah, I guess you count the Mavs T-Wolves series too, but the Pacers series specifically, they have to run or else they don't have a shot. If it's a slower game, they're going to get blown out. And especially with Nembhard now running the offense instead of the Halliburton, obviously being the floor general there, is a lot faster, a lot more out of control, which we saw at the end of game 3. So I really don't want to take any sort of under in the series.
Okay. And you have been saying that this entire series, and you have not been wrong. I want that on record as well. You've talked me off of an under in the series, and we've only seen over, so you've been right so far. Knock on wood. Somebody in chat said something important. Jake, lacrosse game starts at 2:10 Eastern.
15.
Dubs. Fuck yeah. Love that. All right. What about... I have a question about the NBA. So do you think the Celtics, after seeing what the Mavs have been doing in their series, taking care of business, going up 3-0, do you think the Celtics are going to want to finish this puppy off, be a little more motivated, not only to give themselves some rest, but also seeing the team they're probably about to play here in a couple days absolutely ball? Do you think that affects the other squad in the other conference, especially the favorite who's already up 3-0 right now?
It wouldn't hurt, but I always of course they want to win the game. They're not going to try and lose the game, but you know what I kind of think? I feel like it wouldn't hurt them to extend the series a little bit, because you know who's waiting in the wings, who would be a really big matchup problem for the Mavs? Kristaps Porzingis, who is I don't think he's supposed to come back today. I know they said that initially. Feel free to update in the chat if that ends up being the case, but I feel like they wouldn't hate taking this back if the Mavs end up ending in 4. I would feel like they wouldn't hate taking it to 5 or maybe even 6.
Maybe give their big guy a couple extra days
Kristaps
rest.
back as a part of it. Yeah.
Huh.
But I mean,
That's
they're
an
not going
interesting angle there.
they're not going to throw the game to do it, obviously. But I feel like it wouldn't hurt them.
The finals has a set start date regardless. They would have over a week off if both teams win in 4. Okay. So they're starting up
really
on a specific date anyways. Take that reasoning.
I mean, that's the same thing though, because like, I mean, would they really want them to come back game 1 in the finals? I feel like it wouldn't hurt them to take it.
Yeah,
5.
Maybe they try to
get them a game
series.
Yeah, get them like limited minutes in like a game 5. I feel like that would help a lot more than it would hurt. But I mean, again, they're not going to lose the game to do that. But if it ends up shaking out that way, I feel like that could help them.
Okay. Interesting angle there. A little counter to my points. I like that. Okay. We'll see what happens tonight. I'm not going to bet that NBA game tonight. I'm done with that series.
Yeah,
I'll just be rooting for the Mavs and go about my day. All right. It's about that time, chats. We're in no rush today. All right. No surge today, but we will craft up a squad ride. Take our time here. Jovan, are you ready to roll?
Sure.
Gates, run that shit. All right, chat. We had a moose shit push on Friday. Okay, with the first 5 under. I hope you guys had a good number. If you didn't, let's build the bankroll up and get those coins back for today. All right, let's lock in. We got bases cocked right now, Brock is saying. Is that true? We'll do a little check on that puppy.
Nats legend Dom Smith at plate.
Dom Smith is up, huh? No way. No way we got Dom loose and out there running around.
He's out here running around.
You know what? After our production at first base this year, fuck it. Bring Dom back. Bring him back to DC.
Yeah, I don't know if you want that, Krabs.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Maybe miss.
Pretty much the same.
All right, Jovan. So we have to navigate this a little careful because a lot of these games do start up early-ish. Now, we do have plenty of options, plenty of games, plenty of ammo, plenty of winners. So I'm not worried about it. Okay. Brock, what are you talking about? You know I don't fake. Sure. Good. Yeah, I know. Are you talking about this? Sure. Jovan, favorite book play that doesn't start up, in the next hour or so. What do you have top of mind?
Next hour or so, so in 2 hours, we have that game with the Nats and the Braves starting up. So I still like that over. And then right after that is Blake Snell Day. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, either of those I'm fun to get involved with for sure.
Okay. Yeah, we'll leave that White Sox game out. We'll leave the Minnesota game out and that Kansas City team total, which I don't think people would have voted for or liked anyways. This is a pro Royals stream, right? So people wouldn't be voting for that shit anyways. Let's put the Nats over in there if you're still good with it. I still love the angle, even with it dropping down to 8.5. I don't give a hoot. That's what it opened at. I'm in. Let's put that puppy in there. We'll go Washington, Atlanta, over 8.5. Eddie Rosario, legacy game. Okay, good.
Revenge game.
You want to go Giants, ML?
Yeah.
Sign me up. What about that Houston-Seattle first 5 under or potentially the full game under?
I don't mind that. Can make your call there.
You don't have a preference?
No, I mean, I think they go one and the same. So I think if Framber falls apart or Bryce Miller, I guess for that matter, it's going to happen early.
Right. Okay. Why don't we just say fuck it, take the full game under then?
Sure.
I don't see these teams having success against these bullpens.
Sure.
Okay. Let's go Houston, Seattle. Under 7.5.
Under in a game involving the Stros is crazy. They've been printing unders.
Adam Duvall to go yard plus 300. Sure. WDMs. Appreciate that. Now, are the Reds too juicy? AZ.
Yeah.
Are they too juiced?
Yeah. Reds are winning, but
because they are minus 150. They might be a little too juicy, folks.
Can leave that one out, but they are winning the game.
Okay. Yeah, no surge today, chat. We'll be back tomorrow. All right. What about the over in Cleveland, Colorado?
I don't hate that.
Yeah. Over 11?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 4 plays right now. We got the Nats over, we got the Giants ML, Houston, Seattle under, and the Cleveland, Colorado over. Do we dare put the Stars in here? I know you like them on the ML. I do too. I wouldn't mind putting them in there.
I'd be okay with putting the Stars in there.
I'd say we put Stars in there. I'm scrolling through, doing one more scan through the MLB board, making sure we're not missing anything. I'd say either Stars ML, Brewers ML. Those would be the 2 that I'm between for the last spot.
I'd be down to go Stars.
Stars ML? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way they win 2 in a row. Going on the road, right? No chance.
Ish.
Chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. All right, lock in your vote. If you are watching on YouTube, that's great. Do your thing. Come on over to the Twitch, though, for now, will you? All right, stay a while, stay for a moment. Get your vote in for the squad ride for today. We need to lock in and find a winner, and the O's got bailed out. Rumor has it, bases loaded, no runs. That's cake.
Do you want to bet?
Golly. All right.
Excuses,
W
excuses.
Excuses. Put Irvin in the Hall. Don't fade 86 is saying, sure. Something about him. Something about Irvin when he pitches when we're on BTL. I feel like he always throws a fucking no-hitter. Chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock in your votes. You've got about a minute and a half. Hurry up. We've got the Nats and Atlanta over 8.5. We've got the San Francisco Giants on the ML. Houston, Seattle under 7.5. We've got Cleveland and Colorado over 11. And the Stars ML on the ice. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock in your favorite play for today, will you? Show some heart. All right? Please don't just pick the play that's on TV. Please don't pick the play that's on during the time you want to be sitting your ass on the couch and placing a bet. Please lock in the best sell job, the best available play on the board, will you? All right, we got to go back to our roots and pick the best option, typically the nastiest play up there. Okay? Right now, looks like we got the Giants ML. Yeah, Blake Snell is a favorite. That's pretty fucking nasty. I could see that. Okay? Looks like the under in Seattle getting completely swept, along with the over in Colorado. I mean, nobody likes those plays, and those are my 2 favorites. Good. Okay.
Good sign.
Can't make it up. Can't make it up. I thought we'd see more votes for that Atlanta over as well. Maybe people are getting scared by that line move, huh?
Yeah, shouldn't be.
Should not be. Lauren dropping the hammer. We're not losing in Canada on Memorial Day. All right? Get those thoughts out of your head, chat. You think they're losing on Memorial Day? Up there in Canada? Come on, they're bringing those coins home. Stars that now. Under in the Notre Dame, Maryland lacrosse game. You're goddamn right, Milkman. You're goddamn right. I'm on that as well. And I had the Terps first half +2 and the Terps +3.5 full game. If you're looking for some plays in this college lacrosse championship starting up here in a couple. Astros under last in votes. Yeah, that one will be air. ASIM, the most dialed of them all. Good to see you, ASIM. Hope you had a good weekend. Let me know if there's any tennis squares I need to take for today. All right. Jovan, looks like we got the Giants on the ML for today. Back in your play on the Sharp Report and back in our guy, Blake Snell, friend of the program. How do we feel?
I'm so in. Blake Snell, the rare Blake Snell day. Those don't grow on trees because we're usually
They do not. They do not.
Not today.
And his 11.5 ERA. Let's see if he can cut that puppy in half today with a good start. I have a feeling Blake Snell is going to respect our coins today, knock on wood. All right, chat. Can we do a like check on the video? I can pull it up as well if we have the link. I want to see if we got 100 likes. If not, you guys aren't getting your $100. All right, so stick with us for a moment here. How many likes we got here, Gatesy?
34.
34.
No heart.
That doesn't even make sense. We have hundreds of people in here, and we can't get 100 votes. Little up arrows. Shit, I'd even take a down arrow at this point. Okay, we can't get one fucking down arrow. We can't get a couple more up arrows here. Jesus. Yeah, gassing up a down arrow might be crazy. I might get back to the drum board with that one.
That's wild.
Chat, it takes 3 seconds, okay? No $100 for you guys. We'll try that again soon. He even liked it on his wife's account. W-R-I-R-I. Okay, I appreciate that. That's fucking heart, if I've ever seen it. All right, YouTube hides dislikes. That's a gig. Okay. Well, chat, do me a favor. We'll drop the link one more time. One more time. in chat for the people. W Goots working hard on a Memorial Day. Appreciate you. All right. Maybe you'll get rewarded with an O's win. We'll see how that game plays out. And we've got Rays O's coming up this weekend, chat. You're not going to want to miss BTL. There's going to be plenty of shit talking coming up here. I'm excited for it. All right. I'm going to be sitting back, grabbing some popcorn, and enjoying the show, if you will. All right. Chat, here's a link. Please do me a favor after BTL today. You got nowhere else to go. All right. Go watch this fucking video. Get your MLB series price, Phil's Nugs, Jovan Nugs, if you will, and take them to the cash counter. We'll be meeting. We'll be waiting for you there. Okay. We'll meet you there.
Sure.
W's. Chat, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Okay, same time, same place. W Jovan, W Goots, W Chats. Squad ride for today. Blake Snell, Emma. We'll be seeing guys. Same time, same place tomorrow. We'll catch you. Peace. We'll be.